All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of our State of Decay 2 Lethal Zone guide. Just got a curveball that popped up saying something I've never heard of. High toxicity bloaters. An alteration to genetic material, these bloaters have made them extremely toxic to both us and the zombies. That's pretty cool, guys. So I've never seen this one before, but that just popped up. But welcome back, guys. Last episode, as you guys know, at the end of it, I had made a pretty big mistake, and it has ended up waking up a play cart in the middle of the map. Now it's not like real deep, but it definitely is in a really bad position. I don't want it because killing this one is going to potentially wake up others. It seems like these two are those two are connected. As you can see, when I scroll over the one, the other one is pulsing. Which means they are, if I kill this one, it's going to wake up this one.
Find a better place to live in. This place isn't cutting it anymore.
Dude, our base is perfectly fine. So what we're going to do is we got to go out. We're going to scout this area. I want to get an eye on all of the play cards so we can kind of start to understand the situation that we're in. And we'll go from there. Yeah, so we're not moving, dude. This base is perfectly fine. So some people might be wondering, bro, you haven't recruited a single survivor yet, nor have you, like, considered moving. No, like I told you, these starter bases on the original 3 maps are very powerful. We do have our command center upgrading right now to get us another outpost. But yeah, and when it comes to another survivor, right now I don't need a 4th survivor, and taking on people to just for the sake of having people cost resources, a lot of food. So that I'm just not, I have plenty of people I could recruit at any point if I need to, but as of right now, we don't need to. So we're gonna leave it there. Now, 2 things I wanted to talk about before we really dug into this episode is one of the radio things is now available. The Bloodmobile is available right now. Now, there's a lot of seasonal stuff that takes place in State of Decay. I'm going to pause the game just so I don't have, you know, too many infestations and things going like that. So if you guys don't care about this information, you could skip forward. But there's a lot of seasonal stuff that comes out in State of Decay. You got things like the blood mobile. They have a lot of the bounty broker stuff that all cycles out. They have different holiday things that they include. And something like the Bloodmobile is very good. They even have like the wizard van because it is a vehicle with a big trunk, and even in Lethal Zone, it still only costs 200 influence. So if you are in my position right now where I have not been able to find a big vehicle this whole playthrough. Now, granted, I haven't traveled all that far, nor have I really been looking like that. But I would definitely say getting your hands on one of those Bloodmobiles is a great purchase. It's only 200 influence. You get your hands on it, and then you're good to go. And it's a unique vehicle too. It's only offered at certain points of the time. They don't even. It's not even. I don't even think it's every year it's offered, but it might be at least once a year. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But another thing that I've not touched on at all in this playthrough is the bounty broker. Now, obviously, this guide is tailored to people who obviously have played the game a little bit, so you guys obviously know who the bounty broker is. But the bounty broker is also another good resource for guns, weapons, things like that. If you do have an excess of influence, you can go down there and purchase some. Now, the thing is I would only utilize the bounty broker in Lethal Zone if you already have the bounties unlocked. Like, say you did the bounties on another community, and like, say, Standard Dread Nightmare, and you already completed them, and now when you go to the bounty broker, you can just buy versions of the gun. But I would not suggest you guys do bounties in your Lethal Zone playthrough, especially if it's your first time playing Lethal Zone. I wouldn't do that because a lot of it requires you to use, you know, unsuppressed weapons. You have to get 50 revolver kills, or they're very resource expensive. They cost a lot of, you know, you're spending a ton of ammo, or you got to craft a bunch of things, or do the, you know, hunt a bunch of freaks. It is not something you want to do in your Lethal Zone playthrough. So if bounties are something you want to take, the bounty broker is something you want to take advantage of, unlock your bounties in a lower difficulty, and then what that does is when you go to the bounty broker, you can just buy the guns outright. You don't have to do the bounties. But for me, I haven't done the bounty broker in a really long time, so I'm pretty sure I would have to do all of the bounties. We will swing by the bounty broker because I'm going to be over in that area, kind of just peep them out. We'll see what bounties are in rotation right now. That way you guys have an idea, and maybe I can even point out some stuff that you might want to get your hands on that will help you with your playthrough. Okay, but depending on when we do the scout run here and what I see, I might call on that Bloodmobile because, you know, why not? It's 200 influence, really good vehicle, and we'll go from there. So, how much fuel do we have? We'll throw a can in. See, I didn't mind the fact that I made this mistake. Mainly because I feel that people learn best from mistakes. You know what I mean? So if you guys seeing me make a mistake, it now creates a teaching moment. And people are like, oh, make more mistakes. I don't want to go out of my way to make mistakes because then it's just not organic. I want the mistakes to be organic. I want you to see exactly how they were made and, you know, how you come back from them. But, oh, I haven't emptied out this play cart yet. I forgot we wanted to wait for that to calm down. Let's actually go clear that play cart out real quick. We should be good all the way up until, yep. Yeah, it's outside of plague territory, so we don't have to worry about nothing.
We need another outpost. We should make one right here.
Big horde right there.
No point in wasting time here. I got work to do.
So they're aggro to the car. Is this guy stealth? No. A pretty big group of zombies. I mean, obviously we could take him if we needed to, but there's no reason
Still
to.
more of them.
No reason to fight him right now if we don't have to. There is a zombie in here on the floor. It's on its belly, so you can execute it. If they're on their back, this might be something people don't know. If they're laying on their back, they will ambush you. They'll jump up and come at you. If they're laying on their belly, they generally won't move unless you get right up in their face. Ooh, nice. AK-47. Not a bad weapon. And we've got some more fuel bombs. Kill these guys just so they don't jump on my car when I go to leave.
Any friendly folks out there wanna come over and give me a hand?
This dude literally spawned in front of me, dude. I don't really have time to talk to this guy.
I want to avoid blood plague.
We can see what he needs real quick. Sometimes these will be like survivor in trouble missions. They allow you to recruit. Could see what the guy, who he is.
Yo.
Got separated from my group. Can you help me get to our meetup spot at the doctor's house?
Goodbye.
Let me see if we can scout this out. Doctor's house. So I know the doctor's office is here. I think the doctor's house is here. Not doing it.
Whatever. Still a free country, right?
All right, let's get this crap back to base, and then we're going to go on our scouting mission. Now, while we're doing the scouting mission, we're trying to remedy the mistake we made. So you want to try to stay as low-key as possible. You don't want to get in fights. You don't want to make the situation worse. But it is going to be a little hard because that plague heart's now going to be spitting out infesting hordes. Buildings are going to be getting infested. As you guys know, as infestations sit, they start producing ferals, juggernauts. I'm going to tag that bloater because he is potentially going to cause me issues in the future. Whoa. So that bloater had the purple smoke. So I think that curveball is just all bloaters. It's not in a specific area. Bloater gas kills nearby zombies. Yeah, guys, I think that's just all bloaters. So be careful with that. Okay, 2 of my survivors are resting up. We'll actually get her resting up. All right, scouting mission time, baby. Now, really quick, let's check the map. Come up with a game plan instead of just driving into here willy-nilly. So, obviously, we know I parked over here. This is outside of plague territory. Let me kill this guy. We got to figure out how we want to approach, you know, each of the scout locations. So, we know we parked here, so we can get to the watchtower pretty easily without having to worry about waking up anything. This one here, I'm pretty sure this area down south could be clear, so we could park here, make our way to the cell tower. This cell tower is the main one we want to get to. But as you can see, the cell tower is not in plague territory, so we'll be okay there. But, you know what? Let's start off with the cell tower. So we're going to drive up, doing our best to avoid screamers and stuff here in this intersection. And we're going to come down, probably park here on the bridge, and we're going to walk up to the cell tower. Like I said, we want to try to keep this as low-key as possible. But once we're driving through plague territory, we're just scanning for those screamers, making sure we're not setting off any more hearts like those. So you see those screamers in the road like that, just try to give them a wide berth. Okay, so a horde right there. It's an infesting horde. Got screamers in it. So we'll go real wide here. Now we should be... No, we're still in plague territory right now. So let's get to the bridge. Okay, so this is all still plague territory on that side of the bridge.
That won't work.
Okay, so we just maxed out our fighting stat. Skill up. Let's see what we got. Close combat or endurance. Now, close combat's not bad, guys. I actually really enjoy close combat. It does pretty well, but once you do specialize the survivor in close combat, you have to remember to remove their melee weapon because they no longer... I mean, you can still use one of these, but now they specialize in using that knife. So let me see here. Looks like we might be able to cross down this river here and make our way up that way. Going back over the bridge right now is not an option. They're just absolutely swarmed with zombies right now. You can see the big horde on that side. So kind of just going to make our way down here. A little campsite up there. We can take a mental note. Try to remember for the future playthroughs. Wherever hunting for a crossbow, which I still am actually hunting for a better crossbow still to this day in the playthrough, guys. It's probably my worst luck I've ever had with getting crossbows. We do have one, but it's not a good one. So yeah, once you get close combat, you now get the fast behind the back execution like that, which is it's really, really nice. Instead of having to do that weird twist around head smash thing. Okay, I hear a horde over here. So that's our mission. Okay, command center has been upgraded to a level 2. Now, the reason why I'm saying this cell tower is really good, guys, because in order to hit this plague cart, we're going to have to prepare a few things. Okay, we can see an infestation there. At the doctor's house, too. Was it a freaking level 2 infestation? Good thing we didn't do that mission, guys. But in order to take this plague cart, we are going to have to use a plague disruptor. I spoke on it a little bit in the beginning of the series, or in the beginning of this guide. I'm going to actually have to showcase it now, which kind of give you guys a good understanding of what I was saying. So what we could do is we're actually going to claim this outpost now because we're here. That way we don't have to come back later and take more risks and stuff. So we're going to get this outpost claimed now. But you will see why the plague disruptor, or how this cell outpost is going to be vital to our strategy. Very, very dark outside right now. Now, hopefully we can scout. If we get lucky, we might be able to scout most of what we need to be able to see from here. Gas station in a house. Yep.
Wonderful. Another plague heart.
So there was another heart hidden.
I think I just found my next ride.
A Hellion. Not bad. It's just not a big truck.
That pack is hunting for something.
What kind of horde is that? Zombies. Got an infesting horde there going to infest.
Wonderful. Another plague heart. That's enough scouting for now.
Okay, so let's take a look at the map. Let's see. So as you guys can see here, where with this plague heart, it's tied to 2 other plague hearts, which stinks. So but yeah, we don't need to go up and scout here. We can do it right from the safety of this. Now the cool thing is getting this outpost is going to do one of multiple things. We're obviously going to be able to use the plague disruptor. But one of the big things, it's going to give us scouting. So we're going to be able to scout this area and see all these infestation hordes and stuff like that moving around. We're going to be able to see where all the infestations and stuff are. So we're going to go ahead and get down to the bottom here. We're going to claim this spot. See, we get the signal booster. We also get the an outpost defenses. This is where you'll get your plague disruptor. So ready to claim? Yes, it's going to cost me 400 influence.
One more outpost is fully operational.
All right, now you see the scout range, that dotted ring that goes around. That is my area of sight. We can now see any hordes, anything like that moving around in that zone. So that and it's right dead and pretty much in the center of the map. So it's pretty good placement. Okay, so let me take note. This plague cart that we woke up is in a spoon and cone. Okay. Okay. So this area, I'm trying to, run through my head. If we were to take this plague heart, it's in a spoon and cone, very small, narrow building. Has 2 entrances. That has a back door, bunch of glass. Well, 3 entrances. I think 3 doors, but it has a lot of glass. So the front side of this area is pretty. But it has a big parking lot in the front here for you to move around, run your laps, do your thing. Okay, but now that we have this outpost here, I wanted to show you guys. Outpost defenses. So right here, you can obviously do your mines, but we have here the plague disruptor. This is the bread and butter of what we need to do. So what this does is it suppresses dormant plague hearts awareness for a time. So you activate this, and what it does is it doesn't make it impossible. It just, like, if a plague heart required 3 screamers to scream before it woke up, it would now require 20. You know what I mean? If you had to kill 16 zombies, you might have to kill 80. You know what I mean? And it makes it really, really hard. Where you would kill a plague heart to wake up, or killing a plague heart would wake up another heart. With this, it won't. So there's a lot of benefits to this plague disruptor, but we're definitely going to need that in order to remedy our mistakes. So now that we got that set up, we'll head out. We'll link up with these guys.
Somebody broke in and stole our distillery equipment.
Hang in there. Be there in 2 shakes.
And we're gonna see what they need. So the only thing I'm worried about, guys,
Loader.
is if this mission requires me to fight hostiles. I don't remember. I haven't finished this enclave in forever. Okay, sounds kind of sketch behind that wall. I can't see what's on the other side of it, so I'm not gonna jump. Should be good in here, though. Okay, so there was 2 zombies over on the other side of that wall. See, we got a feral over there. Whoop, did not mean to pop an energy drink. That's a waste. Yeah, so we're just quietly making our way back over to the car. We got to come up with a game plan on how we're going to hit that plague cart now.
I'm in a pretty fucking bad spot here.
That is a survivor activity. Not going to mess with that, guys. I don't like dinking around in plague territory if it's not necessary. Now, a lot of people would start wondering, about these infestations, for instance. We know we have infestations spreading. We have an infestation that's getting close to my outpost. We're actually going to tag that one. Infestations in this area, I really wouldn't worry about too much because my goal ultimately is to cut the head off of the snake. You kill the plague hearts and it will start tearing down these infestations automatically. They'll go away automatically on their own. You don't have to go out of your way to hit each individual infestation. But for me, this infestation, I want to make sure that I'm staying on top of this one because I don't want them to spread in my area. You know what I mean? So right now, this is only a level 1. I can easily manage this. We can just go there, kill it, especially because it's an open building. But we want to make sure that we're not allowing them to grow in my area.
Better not screw around here if I want to avoid blood plague.
So we're gonna watch for the screamers again. Watch out for that infesting horde that's right here in the intersection. Now, one of the things is if you want to do missions, say there are some missions that you just really want to do that pop up on the map, but say it's across the map or it's in plague territory or something like that, that plague disruptor that we just got our hands on, you can activate it for that too. Because now you no longer will have to worry about the plague hearts waking up anywhere. It covers the whole map. So if there is missions that pop up, that's another reason for you to activate that. I'm gonna park at my outpost here. Go take care of this infestation down the road. Now I will grab a little bit of fire just in case shit gets wild, but we should be okay. Just because I want to lure them out.
I'm all patched up. Where can I be useful?
Okay, Kim is feeling better. Her plague, partial plague is gone. Okay, so they're right down here in the seconds. Bloater laying on the ground probably on the other side of this wall. Yep, right there. So it might not seem like a lot right now, but yeah, we got a horde over there. Plus we have the infestation here. If I were to make a bunch of noise right now, we'd have this coming down on us plus all of the zombies in this area.
Looks like we've taken care of that infestation problem.
So that gun is silenced, but it's not. It's not completely silent. But we shoot, keep it moving. Zombies will spread out on their own and go away. But yeah, the open buildings like that are quite easy to go into or to clear out. It's all, like I told you last episode, it's the sheds and stuff that really, really suck. Okay, so these guys got a mission down here. Depending on where they want me to go, because we're going to be activating that plague disruptor here in a little while anyways. Once the sun comes up, I think I'm going to try to go after that plague heart. Let's do inventory. Let's see what we have and what we could use. So I do have a smoke grenade. But that's about it for ordnance. Now we could obviously craft up some more stuff. I'm gonna do a stack of 9mm. I'm gonna switch this 5.56. No, you know what? We'll keep this for now. I was gonna say I was gonna run double 9mm, but we'll save that for play cards. So I got this JL civilian here. Pretty nice gun. And it also uses 9mm, so. But for right now, we'll keep this the Echo S7. So equipment-wise, we're a little short on ordnance. We could swing by our allies, see if they have anything, but what I want to do first is Bloodmobile.
I'm gonna need some wheels.
Let's see where this drops in.
For that? No problem.
Okay, it's actually right back here. Wow, this spawned in really close to me. Holy crap. So here is our new vehicle. Let's see if it comes with anything. Does.
But these freaks are the alpha predators. If you don't put them down, you'll have more trouble later.
Yeah, as you guys see, we just got our hands on. Now I'll leave this car parked down here at the outpost. It's not bad to have a vehicle or two, you know, stashed all over the map, you know, at some of your outposts, just in case something happens to your vehicle. It's not a bad idea to just have spares, you know. You don't have to have them all at your base, because the problem with that is if your vehicles goes down and you've collected every vehicle on the map and you've put them all at your base, you know, now you got to go all the way back to base to try to get a vehicle, or you know what I mean? So having vehicles stashed around the map is not a bad idea. Oh, we could go and check our allies again and see if they have any ordnance. Let me see if I have any stuff I want to sell. Yes, we do. Okay, good. Okay, so we're going to go around to a bunch of our trade partners, see if they have anything that we could use for hearts, fire, explosives. I love how much storage this damn thing has. So yeah, definitely try to get your hands on one. There's really no downside to it, guys. Some of the purists might be, oh, you're making your game. You're brand new to Lethal Zone, guys. Do what you need to do. It's.
No, that's
I've said it plenty of times before. You know, you're gonna have people that will say stuff. This is not an advanced guide to State of Decay. This is not a challenge run. This is a new player guide to get you used to the difficulty. Use what you got. Do I advise you go around, you know, spamming the pyro launcher? No. Because it will, like I said, there's a difference between utilizing things to get you, you know, comfortable and learning how to, you know, use new tools or use everything you have at your disposal in a playthrough, and, you know, hurting your own growth as a player by, you know, becoming a one-trick pony and only using certain items. But I want to make sure that you guys know what is available out there for you, and all the ways you could take advantage of the different systems in State of Decay to help you, you know, get better. And now in the future, if you want to make the game a bit harder on yourself, yes, that's where you will start taking things out. Hey, no radio call-ins. I'm gonna do no
always welcome here.
No pyro launcher, none. You know, you could go ahead and make all those decisions, but I wouldn't worry about that right off the bat.
Better keep him down. I got more where that came from.
So you can see right here, the fighting style I'm using is the close combat. It shines mainly when the zombies are on the ground. Close combat is at its best. So that's why you have like the shove and stuff like that. Generally, you want to hit them like once or twice and then push them to the ground, and then you can instantly kill them. Sometimes you get lucky with the shove. You'll shove them and they'll just instantly fall and you can kill them.
Hey, you.
I got some stuff to trade.
Yeah, sure.
So they got some bullets for sale, a repair kit, which I'm going to buy.
That's heavy.
Is at a good premium price too. Sell all this stuff. They do have a mechanics textbook, which would be nice for us to get a mechanic. Well, all my people have fifths, so we'd have to recruit somebody without a fifth and then train them in mechanics.
Where am I gonna put that?
But then it's like, do I really want to spend the influence?
Let's do some business.
Because it's like 200 they want for that book. It's quite expensive. It's obviously easier than doing it yourself through an outpost, because if you want to do it yourself through an outpost, you have to get an outpost, then you have to upgrade said outpost to level 2, then you have to spend 250 influence to get this good book. It ends up coming out to like 1200 influence for you to do it yourself, compared to 200 influence to just buy the book from them. But they don't have any ordnance though, which is kind of what we're in the market for right now.
Hey, good looking.
Music, I don't remember what these survivors were. So like for instance, like this guy right here, we could train him to be a mechanic.
Nice to see you're still kicking.
And same with Connor here. So this community does have 2 survivors without fifths. So technically we could buy that mechanics book and then train. How much influence? So I got 2,500. The only thing I'm worried about is if I don't pick this book up now, I'm not going to be able to get my hands on one later. And it's going to be annoying. So So we also got to be paying attention to where these hordes are moving. As we can see, this one's... If we start seeing them trying to come down my area again, that's where we're going to have to start taking them out or setting outpost traps, those type of deals. Is this one heading... Okay, so this one is infest a new site. It's not... I'm worried that they're going to go after my my outpost over there. We'll buy the book, guys, just because I don't want to...
New buddy.
Let's do some business.
I don't want to have to worry about hunting one down later if need be. So we'll just grab it.
Hey.
Let's do some business.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so we're gonna go check some of our other trade partners, see what they have. We could also, yeah, these guys are the gun guys. They might have something nice. They might have something nice. We also have that combat resupply we haven't checked yet. Or did I called on that combat resupply, I think, once. I don't remember what was in it, though. Yeah, remember, second that zombie hits the ground, just execute it.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Joe?
Are you up for some trading?
Yeah, sure.
Here we go. So we can get a military landmine. I actually do a decent bit of damage to the play cart. Now, landmines are a bit finicky. I don't remember if you can shoot them and set them off. Honestly, guys, it's been a really, really long time. I'm going to try to utilize this landmine so we can figure out what how I used to use it, though, is I would put it down in front of the play cart, and then once the zombies kind of swarmed in to the noise the play cart makes,
Let's do some business.
All right.
it would set it off. It would set off the mine like that. So that's one way to do things. We also get a chemistry book too. We do need a chemistry survivor, but we gotta be a little careful on how much influence we're spending. That landmine was like freaking 178 influence. They're quite expensive. I don't remember though if the landmines are comparable to C4 when it comes to damage. I know they hit pretty hard in the lower difficulties. I'm not so sure about lethal though. Is that a feral? That is a huge ass horde. Holy fuck.
Hey, what's poppin'?
Are you up for some trading?
Cool. Sounds good.
I'll buy the bullets. And the gas. Other than that, they don't really have any ordnance. Nothing we could use for a play cart. So those two. We could check the local heroes next. Okay, my survivor's starting to get a little tired. We can make our way over to this last enclave. We should be fine. Ooh.
By the smell, there's either a slaughterhouse or a plague heart nearby. I'm betting it's the lot. If we get any more Zeds moving in around here.
Hidden warehouse has a severity 1. Damn, that's right next to my freaking outpost. They'll take care of them. Because we are in plague territory, so any fighting done will count towards waking up the heart.
Good to see you.
All right, what do you got for me, bro?
I'm on board with that.
So they have a signal antenna, which is pretty good because you can use these to increase the amount of outposts you have by putting this in. I'm definitely gonna grab the stim though, but it's very expensive. We're talking 350 influence right now. You can loot and craft these yourself. But like right now, if I was like you, I need another outpost right now. I could go ahead and grab that, but not really worth it right now, in my opinion. I will grab the fuel though. Anytime I can get my hands on gas, I'll definitely grab those because they're pretty cheap. And they have a bag of food.
Nice to see you again.
Want to trade?
I'm on board with that.
Okay, we're still sitting at about 1900 influence, which is not bad. Now, budgeting your influence and stuff in Lethal Zone is quite important. That's why even like radio commands, like say you know, some of the stuff that we're going to get into later on, some of the radio commands, people consider OP to a new player in Lethal Zone, it is actually quite difficult because some of this stuff is expensive. Like say I was like, you know what, I want I want to work on like a pyro launcher. You would have to go ahead and get the where is it? Independence Day, right? Look how expensive these are. Even the vehicles. You know, some people use like meat wagons, stuff like that. Look, there's all 1,000 a piece. That is very, very expensive, especially since I'm only sitting on 1900 influence right now. If I want, because in order to get the pyro launcher completely up and running, you need to buy 2 of these Independence Day packs. You have to get the weapon delivery, and you also have to get the supply drop so you can craft the ammo for the pyro launcher. So 2,000 influence is your way into the pyro launcher. Not even counting the expenses that you got to, you know, spend to build the ammo and stuff like that. So it is a little bit of a purchase. And then the vehicles, as you can see here, are quite expensive too. You know, you're talking the Pyro Hawk. I would never really consider. The meat wagon I haven't used like ever. I heard some people kind of use this and do play cards with it. I don't know how. I was honestly thinking about trying to get it just so we could see what it's like. And then the Burnator here is a really nice vehicle too. Some people don't like these vehicles. They're some people consider them a little immersion breaking, you know, especially the Burnator like shoots, you can like honk the horn, it shoots flames out the side of it. So it's a little what would we say, out there, you know what I mean? But if you don't mind those things, like I said, that's the great thing about State of Decay is you play the game how you want, you know what I mean? If there's something that you just kind of breaks immersion for you, it really isn't your thing, you could just ignore it altogether. But that's also why I don't build my guides around specific items like that, because I don't want you guys say that thing is not your style, you're really not into using those type of things, then I don't want you to be like, well, I can't even use this guy's guide because he's using this item that I don't really like. But I will, for those people who are interested, I will be showcasing some of the stuff just so you know what all options you have. But definitely when you're starting off in Lethal, don't worry too much about challenging yourself. Just get used to the difficulty, and then once you can beat Lethal pretty consistently, then start taking stuff away at that point.
All this noise is sure to bring the Z squad down on us.
All right, so we're gonna swap survivors now. Now, I always empty out my guns at base. Some people ask, why do you do that? It's because I want a good understanding of how much ammo I have. And when I have like, you know, 79 bullets here, but then I got 20 in this gun, 40 in this gun, it's like, I don't know how much I have, you know, and especially if like early game like this is not a big deal because I only have like 7 guns. But when you have a locker full of guns and you're like, how much 9mm do I have? And you got to go through and you're looking at every single one of your guns. Like, I got 5 bullets in this gun, 10 in this one, a couple full mag. It's just, I empty all of the guns for the most part. Now, if you are going to put a gun on your survivors don't need ammo in order to shoot for base defense. But I've had this bite me in the butt a couple times. So one of the tips that I could give you is if you're going to put your person on base defense, leave them with some ammo if you want. I don't. And like I've had it bite me in the butt before because what ends up happening is, say I get a real bad base siege or my base gets attacked and I need to swap to another survivor really quick. Say my one survivor has blood plague or gets killed and I get forced onto another survivor. What's going to end up happening is you're going to spawn in with a survivor with an empty gun. And if you're in a bad situation, that's really not going to help you out all that much. So definitely consider that. I consider keeping at least, you know, the people on base defense with a couple bullets in their gun. That way, if you do switch to them, you can fight. But if you're not worried about it, like I'm like, it is what it is. I keep the guns empty. That way I can keep track of how many bullets I have. And your people, even if they do have ammo in their guns, they won't shoot the ammo. Like the ammo won't disappear from their inventory. Another day, another chance to kick zombie ass. Let's give them hell. So let's check these curveballs.
Count me in.
Scavenger hunt is... Man, why is our morale so low? So my people are going to be finding resources again, which is awesome. But it makes more noise at the base. But right now, yeah, we got some people fighting right now. For whatever reason. I'm almost tempted to break this 44 down. So we just got the up and atom curveball, which I think gives us like more stamina and shit, right? It's not active yet, I don't believe. Stamina and toughness boost. Yeah, so we should probably take advantage of that and kill that plague heart while that's active. So we are going to kind of gear up a bit here. I want to go check one more enclave. These guys won't. They'll have like fire. Check it out. Oh, good sneeze. Had to get that out of there, chat. It was just hanging in my nose. Sorry. Yeah, I don't want to mess with this mission right now. We'll craft our own. We'll craft a little bit of ordnance for ourselves. So up and at 'em. Let's see what the benefits are. Higher efficiency from first aid, improved firearms handling, less sway when aiming down sights, and reload times are quicker. That's freaking crazy. Consuming a stim or energy drink is like adding fuel to the fire when you are pumped and raring to go. These effects of the consumables are even more impactful. Holy crap. So this is the perfect time to do this check because as you guys know, stamina is king. This will help us. We'll be able to just be like Sonic the Hedgehog at this damn plague heart.
We gotta turn this around.
Now, it's so funny because I have a lot of people that say this in the comments. I think it's because the way that YouTube does the closed caption subtitles, anytime I say plague hearts, it says play card. I'm not saying play card, chat. Like that's not what I'm saying. Plague heart, plague heart, plague heart. But it pops up saying plague or play card. So no, it's a plague heart. I had to say it. Sorry. All right, let's see what we can craft here. We had power. We'd be able to do some pipe bombs, which would be actually worth it. But I will grab a stack of these soda can bombs because I'm going to use those to try to set off that landmine. So the landmine's going to be for phase 2, if you guys are wondering. So we got fire, we got a smoke grenade. So my plan is melee phase 1. You know, get the area cleared out. Melee phase 1, try to get that one-on-one with the play cart. And then... We'll bring...
Yo, anyone want to step up and lead us?
No,
Or
bring
should we
this.
just all keep running around doing our own thing?
If you guys do hear some weird background noise in my microphone, it's because I have some people in my house doing something, so I do apologize for that. Nothing I could do, and I wanted to get this recording done today because I know that a lot of you guys are going to be waiting on this episode, and it's already been delayed a little bit because of the noise in my house. Okay, so here's the plan, chat. This one's going to an existing infestation. All of this is irrelevant. What we're going to do is we're going to prep for taking this plague heart now. I have the gear that we're going to use to take it out. Like I said, my plan is to melee the first phase, blow it up the second phase, and then smoke grenade melee the third phase. Fire for the zombies, bullets for the ferals, and let's see how this goes. Now, to prep for this, if I were to just go over there and hit this right now without doing anything else, I would kill this plague heart, and one of these 2 plague hearts would also wake up. Because they're attached to each other. Now, we don't want that. We want to eliminate the problem. So in order to do that, we're going to go here. We're going to go to Outpost Defense, and we're going to activate the Plague Disruptor. Now, the Plague Disruptor is expensive, guys. 180 parts. Look. 180 parts. That is not cheap. Especially because parts are... I mean, I got like 900 parts right now. We've been doing a really good job budgeting. But... parts, some of you guys probably know this, some of you guys experience it all the time. There's times where you're like, dude, I got no parts, man. Especially once you start doing a lot of crafting, your parts are going to just disappear. So activating this, almost 200 parts, that's a pretty big deal. But I don't know if there's a way to make it cheaper. Like if you have, yeah, cheaper with knowledge of computers. If you read the damn little thing right there, cheaper with knowledge of computers. So that's pretty cool. But right now we don't have that, so we're just going to activate it anyways. Okay, so that's active for an hour and a half. For the next hour and a half, we don't have to worry about waking up play cards like that. So depending on how much time we have...
I have another task for you. Details forthcoming.
Another Red Talon mission, too. So we'll check that out after this. But let's get to work, guys. Oh, I'm going to... So play cards are starting to get a little bit more dangerous. When it comes to your kit...
Seeing a lot of grim faces around here. More than usual, I mean.
I would advise you guys to keep a plague cure on you. I haven't been bringing them because I'm an idiot. But if you do get in a situation, it is nice to have a cure on you when especially when you're doing hearts. Okay, so this is at a spoon and cone. We're going to park right out front. We're going to kill any zombies that show up with either the gun or some fire. Get the one-on-one. That is nasty. No, I remember there was a screamer in the road down here. So might be able to nail him with the car.
Territory. Gotta stay on my toes.
Just found an espresso shop. Level 3 infestation. This area is nasty. I'm gonna switch to my normal melee weapon here just so I can.
I am never gonna get the stink out of my clothes.
Okay, so we currently have the alone time that we wanted. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna prep everything we needed to prep, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place the landmine as soon as I'm ready to leave. Because I want it to hit the heart after the fact, after the first phase. So I'll pop that. So the mine's down. So as you can see, the mine just hit. Okay, so we're gonna switch over to fire. Don't waste bullets on the zombies, it's not worth it.
Ugh, bloater.
Okay, so we want to watch for that. Scan, I don't see the bloater though. Okay, we're gonna burn these guys. So like I showed you, we want to try to get them lumped up nice and close to each other. Okay, so now we're gonna use the smoke grenade. And this is an easy finish. So while we're here, we'll grab what we can.
That's pretty heavy.
Smoke grenades worn off. Now we are still in plague territory. But because we have that plague disruptor active, it's pretty much... It's pretty much like we're not, for the most part. So you see, we killed that plague heart, and now these two other hearts are sleeping still, and the infestations and everything are going to start dying. Like this real nasty one that's going to die out here soon, and you can see we're back to square one, chat. Our situation has been remedied. I do want to get the rest of the loot out of this heart. So as you guys can see, we made a pretty big mistake last episode. A lot of people were asking, you know, like, damn, dude, like, you know, if I make this mistake, how do I fix it? And right there, you know what I mean? I made a mistake. I addressed the fact that I made a mistake, and I just instantly tried to come up with a plan to fix it the best I could, you know, and we were able to do it. Right off the bat, didn't have to use too many resources. Okay, so we can get some more food out of here. We've got a little bit of extra inventory. Let's see what we can get out of this spot. Could always use a food ruck, you know what I mean?
Well, look at that.
I'll take that.
Now this could be a lot of fun.
Yep. So now any of the infestations, any of that trouble that we cause ourselves, is all should just slowly start whittling away, and eventually they'll be gone completely. Yep. You see this one's dying. Withering infestation. I think those are the only two up right now. But now that we got that plague disruptor still going right now, let's see. Where is this mission? Up here. Investigate the string signal at the cell tower. Now, we're going to go drop our loot real quick, and we're going to head up and do that. I want to take it, like I said, I want to take advantage of the fact that that plague disruptor is up and running, and allows us to go ahead and move around in plague territory a lot more than we could previously. You're really tiptoeing in plague territory. So if you do want to not play like that, you want to kind of play a bit more aggressive in lethal zone, this is how you do it. You are gonna be dumping a lot of parts to finance that that plague disruptor. But I mean, you do get an hour and a half every single time you activate it, which is a good bit of time, you know what I mean, in my opinion. But even here, like you don't have to tiptoe around screamers like you did at one. It's kind of nice. All right, we are back.
Delivery's here.
Okay, so our inventory is looking good. She is a little infected, but I think my other two survivors... No, he's good to go. So we're going to swap to Wes. We'll let her heal up again. Take a break. She just went ham on a plague cart, so... We'll let her chill. So we'll go back to running this. I'm going to break these down for parts. Every once in a while, I like to take my time, go through my locker. This is how this is how I keep a pretty high level amount of parts, guys. I got weapons I know I'm never going to use. Like this. I'm never going to use that. Realistically, I'm never going to use this pipe wrench either. Cutting machine blade, maybe. Hatchet, maybe. Machete, we have been using, so. And like this hunting crossbow here. Yeah, I'm gonna scrap that. Even though I don't have another scrap crossbow right now, I don't like using this one because it's just a waste of bolts. So I'd rather just have no crossbow, realistically. And then we got this Hunter Model 2944 Magnum. It says an infestation horde on the move. Is that a UI bug? No. What? How is there an infesting horde on the move with no play card awake? Okay. Let me wait and see what this thing does. I think it's going to go here again. Maybe it was a horde that was already generated by the heart, and as soon as it lands, it's going to start withering. That, or I have another play cart awake, which should be impossible. Let's finish gearing up. We are running low on energy drinks, though, which kind of sucks, man. Yeah, the only thing I could think is that the that infesting horde was already a thing. Yo, this van's actually got a really good gas tank on it. Holy crap. Okay, yeah. So the horde already existed before I killed the plague heart, and now it's gonna wither. Okay. So I was like, man, I should not have another plague heart to wait. But it's gonna die out, so.
Right here would be amazing.
We are going far, chat. It's the best way to go.
I don't even want to know what makes the air taste so bad.
Yeah, so before you go on the cross, you know, map trips like this, definitely try to plan out a route in your, at least in your head, like figure out, okay, you know which way I want to go. You know, I'm going to travel up like this, because if you don't, and you try to like go, I always tell people just stick to the roads. Because people are, oh, you know, they try to go, you know, as the crow flies, or cutting across, and generally what ends up happening is you get your car stuck, you damage your car, you flip your car, you hit a bloater, you get, you're not saving any time. Like, Maker Valley is probably the only map where you could really just cut across the whole damn thing. It doesn't really matter. But a lot of the other maps, yeah, you want to just kind of just stick to the roads. You're gonna get there faster. You're not gonna hit or flip your car as much. It's gonna be pretty smooth. It's like people think they're gonna save, you know, like what, you're gonna save yourself 15 seconds. You know, but what's going to end up happening is you think you're saving yourself 15 seconds until you drive up and then you, oh, I can't go this way. You got to turn around. Then you go try, oh, well, I can't get up there this way either. You turn around, you go back. And say, bro, if you would have just stuck to the road, you would have already been there. One of my favorite cars in the game here. Just want to see if there's... It's the road racer with the body kit. Nice gas can. Oh, I saw a military checkpoint actually has loot. We'll come back for this. This is a big one. 7 items. We'll see what we have on our way back. I want to do this mission first. I don't want to fill up my inventory before the mission.
Check this out, yo.
Okay, so we got a lot of zombies here. Now in this case, I didn't bring any fire, so what we're gonna have to shoot. Got 1 bullet left.
No more shooting for me.
Yeah, when you get big groups like that, generally want to burn them. We got a horde coming.
Shit, screamer.
I don't want that screamer to give me any issues, so we're just gonna keep moving. I see the mission marker over here. We're gonna lose these guys. Fighting that out right there is just gonna be a dumb and a waste of resources. I would have bailed initially if I would have noticed the mission marker wasn't over there, because the mission told me to come over here, but then that sent me over here, so I didn't realize that right away. So I was trying to fight for that area, and then I realized, oh shit, I don't even need to be over here right now. So we just wasted, you know, 17 rounds of 9mm and beat up our gun a bunch, for really no reason. Okay, so it's another one of those Cleo drop missions from the Red Talon. Let's see what we get from this one. Oh, nice. So the Echo S4. This is the 9mm Echo gun. Really, really dope. Got another clothing piece. Shark hoodie blue. Really, really like this gun, though, the Echo S4. This one's nice, has a scope on it too, a sight. It's integratedly a suppressor, doesn't break down as fast as guns you attach suppressors to. And we just got a bunch of 9mm, so. Yeah, the guns with integrated suppressors in State of Decay don't have the same damage penalty that guns that you attach suppressors to. They still do break down, but nowhere near as fast as if you put a suppressor on a gun, so. Integrated suppressed weapons are definitely your go-to. That's what makes these Echo guns so good. So anytime you get these Red Talon Echo missions, I would definitely do them. They're giving out some really top-tier stuff. So I just investigated that signal, but yet the mission is still going.
I think I just spotted the mother node. That's great news. Right behind you.
Huh.
Okay, we already did it. Okay.
A fine performance, to be sure. Many thanks.
So we'll hit that military checkpoint on our way out of here. All right, some shoddy shells. Light bolts. Panko. So far, not that great.
Good times.
Heavies, ammo. Oh, nice. So this is a bit better of a crossbow that we just got our hands on. That one doesn't penetrate and it uses heavy bolts. So it's a pretty good crossbow, guys. Happy about that find. I actually love this sidearm too. This one holds 20 rounds compared to this one only holds 17.
That is a lot to carry.
Yeah, got one more space in our inventory.
Food is essential for survival. And I'm not just talking about cans or MREs. A kitchen and a good cook are critical for morale.
And more shoddy.
Those red talons sure know how to get the job done.
We could boost some morale by cooking a meal, but it's our morale's not bad now. They're getting over their little fight that they had. Could turn on water though. Definitely gotta make sure we get that stuff going. I always forget about the little buffs. I always forget about them.
Look who's got goodies to share.
I don't even want to know what makes the air taste so bad.
Blake Hart here, I think. Yep. One child's toothbrush deposited in the supply locker. Oddly specific. Why? So yeah, today went pretty well, guys. We were able to move and remedy that situation, you know, that we caused at the end of last episode. I hope I showcased, you know, how you can reverse something like that. Because I know some people are like, oh damn, dude, this is pretty bad. But I mean, it was a bad situation to get myself into. Unnecessary, required me to go, you know, out of my way to do a few things that we didn't need to do. But sometimes shit just happens, you know. Sometimes the screamer will just go off and a play card will wake up that you didn't want to wake up, and it is what it is, you know what I mean? So somebody said it in the comments before, it is kind of almost inevitable at certain points that a play card's going to wake up. So it's kind of just knowing how to respond to the situation if and when it does happen. Okay, so we could go one more level on our command center, but we need, because this thing is telling me to you upgrade command center for more outposts. You need knowledge of computers if you want level 3. It's also telling me to search for a larger home site. We still only have 3 survivors. We don't need a bigger home site right now. And then it is telling me to go and look for more survivors too, which we probably are going to start focusing on. But generally, you only need more survivors when you're trying to move bases, which right now I'm not trying to do. But if I were to move bases, I think we would go more and more here because it's an actual upgrade. We know 2 large slots. I think it comes with a built-in generator. You have fuel storage, has a built-in level 3 workshop. This base is kind of slept on. You know, it's overshadowed by a few other bases on the map. You know, the container fort's pretty good, but I would honestly say this one is pretty top tier base in itself. Requires 6 survivors though for us to move into. So we are going to start building up for this base. I think that's where we're going to end up moving. But it's also up in the corner of the map, so we don't have to worry about, you know, clearing the area for us to get the play card. It's very out of the way, good spot to try to get your base at. Now we do have this mission for them, still the bootleggers mission here. We got that play. Let's go. The only problem is I think you got to fight humans for this one. How long do I have on my disruptor? An hour. So we still have an hour on the disruptor. What I'm going to do is, in case we do have to fight humans, you want to use the strongest weapons that you have. And I want to use the most throwaway character that I have, which would be him. Because as you guys know, humans are very, very dangerous. Now, I advise you, if you are going to go fight humans, to use 5.56 or 7.62. It is the strongest of the way stronger than a 9mm 45 when it comes to hitting the human enemies. So we got the AK-47 here. I do got some extra ammo for it, not a whole lot, but we got a little bit of extra. So I'm gonna grab my 9mm. We're gonna outfit this AK with a suppressor. Okay, empty out these guns. Okay, so we're going to bring stamina items. We're going to bring healing items. Now, the thing about human enemies, when they hit you, they hit hard. They do a lot of permanent damage. So if you take a gunshot, I always advise you bring a first aid kit. If you have first aid kits, keep them on you when you're fighting humans. Super, super necessary. We'll bring a little bit of fire just in case something. Let me see. Can I craft a little more? 4 fuel. Yeah, we'll do a couple more mollies. That's just in case the zombies get aggroed up. Remember, this guy's close combat, so we don't need a melee weapon. I will grab my 7.62 here. Load. Now, of course, it's going to start getting dark when I want to go do this. Literally feel like the night just ended. Okay, so this is the situation I'm in. I have the I don't have enough ammo for the 7.62. Now, another gun that is good at killing humans is 45. I do have a bit more 45 than I do 9mm, so I think we're going to run the 45 instead, guys. Yeah, we'll run the 45. Now, when you're fighting the human enemies, I always tell you guys, when I'm going against zombies, things like that, I never use full auto, ever. It is such a waste of ammo. But with the Spec Ops Vector here, you can go full auto 3-round burst or single fire. I advise you guys to go 3-round burst with this gun. It is really, really good on 3-round burst against humans. That is about the only time you'll ever see me do it, because you do need to hit them with that really, really quick burst damage to kill them fast. That is about the only time you'll ever see me doing that, though. I am going to do one more craft of 45. Chewing through our bullet supply quite a lot right now. I don't even know if I have to fight humans. We are preparing for it, though. You know what I mean? You always want to take in worst case scenario. And now the reason why I'm not doing a break is because we still want to maintain that noise. Like somebody said, hey, you know, if you're going to a play cart and you're already making a bunch of noise, why do you care about, you know, using a suppressor? Because yes, we are making a lot of noise. Yes, there's already gonna be a lot of zombies, but shooting loud guns will just make the situation worse. Like it can always get worse. Because say you're getting down to the wire and you're starting to get the zombies cleared out, and you're, you know, because they don't just continuously keep spawning. They do die. Like they spawn, they bring in it makes a bunch of noise, bring stuff in, but you can clear it out completely. But if you're shooting loud guns, they're never going to stop coming. They're just going to keep coming because you're just continually making noise. All right, so we're going to fuel up. Loader on the tracks. Loader to my left too. Or my right. Multiple screamers.
Better not screw around here if I want to avoid blood plague.
Okay, those bastard stores still. Can you help us? I'm with you. If they got away with this, it won't stop there. So we got to add him as a follower.
For? Hey, don't worry. I've been going real easy on the drinking lately. I got your back.
Travel to the storage shack to recover the stolen distillery equipment. So where is that? Oh, okay. So as you guys can see, they want us to go all the way down here. Now, good thing is we got the plague disruptor activated. If not, this mission would be a no-go, 100% no-go. This area is very, very infested with plague carts. I've seen that area sometimes have 4, 5 even. Even with the disruptor active, though, it doesn't make the area any less dangerous. But it does make it so we don't have to worry about waking up the plague cart. But They're still going to be super, super dangerous. So we want to do this as clean as we possibly can.
We got a zombie nearby.
Now I have my rifle set to 3-round burst, so I want to make sure if I do shoot that, I'm shooting at the humans, not the zombies. If I'm going to shoot zombies, I got my handgun and the fire.
Incoming horde. Move.
Somebody better keep the damn mouth shut.
Well, talk like that will definitely help a lot.
So we're gonna
Until
go
we
park
take out that nearby plague heart, this place can't really be secure.
right here in this parking lot.
These assholes are after blood.
Get lost. I don't want to see you again.
Let's quit fighting for a minute, all right?
Better drop your shit. My shit now.
So before I dismount, as you guys can see, we got enemies right there, but this is one of the issues. Tons and tons of zombies right now, just pouring in because of the noise we made with the van. I think a feral's coming. Now what we could do is try to drag these zombies over into this compound with the survivors in here.
Get that thing off us!
So the zombies can't jump on my hood, but I'm... Now the zombies, I highly doubt are going to be able to kill these guys.
We got dead bastards coming in.
So they're fighting right now.
You're the man to stay alive.
He's dead.
We got deadheads coming at us every which way.
Oh, thank God that's over.
And got him.
Fire in the hole! Gotta finish that one.
So we need to get the fuck out of here. This dude is... I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he's not over here with me.
I need a break.
I'm gonna switch this back to single fire.
Almost done.
This is Cleo. Observed population density.
Okay, plague heart stirred. All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Baseline target. Citizens are instructed to relocate to area designated from business.
Now, I would like to loot those survivors that were killed. This area, as you guys can see, it's just way too hot right now. A little bit of junk gear that we're going to get off them is not worth the BS. But you see how many zombies I had to kill in order to throw a plague heart there? So we're going to talk to him, but we're going to do it in safety. I might actually have to go back and loot their bodies for the distillery equipment. Farrell?
Thanks. You're a real friend. Anytime your people need a drink, you know where to go.
Okay, there it is. So they are now 100% done. They're now providing booze delivery on the radio command. And we got 500 influence for that. So I didn't have to loot their bodies for anything. Mission complete. We made it in there. Now, if you would have done that without a plague disruptor on, as you can see, you would have easily woken up a plague heart. It would have been a really, really bad time for you. But when it comes to fighting humans, that's one of the toughest things. Is it is very they're very dangerous, so you have to focus really hard on them so you don't take any extra damage and get killed, because they will kill you really, really quick. But it's hard when you're being swarmed by zombies, because now you got the zombies, which are also pretty dangerous. You're making a bunch of noise. You got screamers showing up, ferals. You're trying to, you know, it's like, it's a lot, you know what I mean? So if you can try to take on humans, you want to try to do it as 1v1 as you can get it with them, you know what I mean? Where it's just you versus them, and the zombies aren't really a factor. So things like scent block, things like that, that can keep the zombies off you. That way you can just focus on the humans, will be your best bet. But in that case right there, I try to use the zombies against the humans. And then, you know, we just kind of went through, cleaned up as many zombies as we could and focused them. The humans were my main focus. Oh. It went well enough though, guys. It went well enough. I'm happy at where we're sitting. We do need some resource though. Ammo's a little low, but that's not a resource I usually maintain. I just kind of get it when I need it. But as you guys can see, the map is now back under control. All of the infestations are gone. They've withered away. And we're back to where we should have been at the end of last episode. But we got a little bit of a learning experience in. We got another plague heart down. You know, not one that I wanted to get down, but we got another plague heart down. The next heart I want to do is this one. That's obviously the goal one we want to get down, and then I want to scout up north here and see if there's any in this area around, you know, where our new base is going to be.
Hey, could you guys help us out?
Of course, they want something. That should reset next episode, though. We'll see what happens. But thank you guys again. I do appreciate you all. I hope you guys are still enjoying this, still learning something from it. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. If you haven't, smash that like button. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.